Okay, we're going to continue on in our Father's Word. I want to read Revelation 21:10 here to you. And he carried me away in the Spirit, that's John the Divine, to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. Having the glory of God, her light was like a most precious stone, like jasper stone, clear as crystal. And she also had a great high wall with 12 gates, and 12 angels at the gates, and names written on them, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. 3 gates on the east, 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, and 3 gates on the west. Now the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he who talked with me had a gold reed to measure the city, its gates, and its walls. And the city is laid out as a square, its length as great as its breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. Its length, breadth, and height are all equal. A furlong, a horse racing term, 1/8 of a mile. So you got a 1,500 square mile cube, the New Jerusalem. Now we're going to go back to Zechariah 7, or Zechariah 8, verse 4. Thus says the Lord of hosts, old men and old women shall again sit in the streets of Jerusalem, each one with his staff in his hand because of great age. The streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls, playing in its streets. Thus says the Lord of hosts, it is marvelous in the eyes of the remnants of the people in these days. Will it also be marvelous in my eyes, says the Lord of hosts? Thus says the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the land of the east and from the land of the west. I will bring them back, and they will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. They shall be my people, and I will be their God, in truth and in righteousness. Thus says the Lord of hosts, let your hands be strong. You have been hearing in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, who spoke in the day the foundation was laid for the house of the Lord of hosts, that the temple might be built. For before these days there was no wages for man nor any hire for beast. There was no peace from the enemy for whatever went out or came in. For I set all men, everyone against his neighbor.